What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unbearable Podcast. And today I'm giving you my NFL 2024-2025 season predictions. We're going to go through all of the divisions. We're going to go through who I think is going to win the conferences, and then go through all the awards, like some dark horse players who I think are going to break out, some teams I think are going to break out. I basically did this with like my preseason predictions, but now it's for the regular season, and it's all in one video. So let's get started. We're just going to go north, east, south, and then west. It's going to start with the NFC, then go to AFC. So starting off with the NFC North, I have the Lions obviously winning. I think they're the clear favorite to win this division. I think they have the best team in the division, and probably one of the best teams in the conference. They addressed their main problem, which is secondary, and I think they could, go very far in the playoffs. I think they're going to win the division, but it is going to be close. And then I'm starting this video off with a bang. I don't really care. My first hot take, I have the Bears coming in second, bro. Fuck the Packers. We're going with the Bears, bro. I'm sticking with my guns. Because if I'm right, then I'm right. If I'm wrong, who cares? At least I'm wrong back in my team, bro. So I'm saying the Bears are getting second, Packers third, Vikings fourth. I don't care, bro. I'm going all in. We're going all in. All right? Bears, then Packers, then Vikings. So let's freaking go. Moving on to the AFC North, we have the Ravens. I think they're probably going to win the conference. I think they're going to do very well. And I think the AFC North, is probably going to be one of the best divisions in football again because they have a lot of talented teams. I had the Bengals coming in second. I think with a healthy Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, they could do a lot to, win the division. I think they're not going to look as good as they have looked, but I think they're still going to look good enough to be better than the rest of the division. I think the Browns are going to come in third, be right behind the Bengals, but I think they're just, I don't know what it is about the Browns. They could just never be good. And especially with, it's just, the defense is going to be really good, but I think their offense is just going to, I don't know, Deshaun Watson just hasn't looked like he has, and I just think that's going to be the main problem with their team is going to be their offense. Then I had the Steelers coming at 9-8, last in the division, but still getting 500. Maybe if everyone else sucks in the conference, they'll make the playoffs, but they're going 9-8. Their team's not better than that. Hopefully Justin Fields can do good, but hey, he's not on the Bears anymore, so fuck it, He'll do what he does. Hopefully, hope the best for him, but shit, it didn't work out. We're on the Caleb Williams. But yeah, I have them going 9-8, coming last in the AFC North. Then moving on to the NFC East, I have the Eagles coming in first. I still think they have a very good team. I know they looked really bad, ending last year, but I still think they have a good enough team to win the division. It's not the hardest division to win. I think there's one other good team in this division, which you guys can probably guess. But, I think they still have the best team in the division. Then I have the Cowboys coming in second. I think they're going to come in second. If they do make the playoffs, they're going to kind of hobble into the playoffs. And I just don't think they're going to be a very good team. Just the energy around that team is just not good. It's I think CeeDee Lamb's going to do good, but the rest of the team is just not going to, they obviously have Micah Parsons. But I don't know. They're just cursed, dude. I don't know what it is. They're just not going to be able to do good. I think, I'll save that for later, but I think they're going to come in second. Then I have the Commanders and the Giants fighting for last. I think their teams have improved from last year, but they haven't improved enough to, have a noticeable difference. I think those two. I have the Giants coming in last and the Commanders coming in third, but it could be interchangeable. Yeah, the last two in those divisions just battle for the worst. Then the AFC East, I have the Bills coming in first. I think while they did lose Stephon Diggs, I think that I think it's more important to have a good quarterback than I think it's better to have a good quarterback and mid wide receivers than good wide receivers and a mid quarterback. If that makes any sense, because anybody can catch the ball, and that's all you really need to do on offense. Obviously, breaking off those plays are nice, but if you could just catch the ball, you're going to be fine with a good quarterback. And I think the Bills have a defense that can stop teams that have good offenses, but I still think the Bills' offense will be enough to get first in the playoff. I mean, in their division. I have the Dolphins coming in second because, I mean, if you can't see that they're an explosive offense, I mean, it's just their offense is explosive, and when you're in a league that's, you know, you live and die by your offense, that's what's going to win you games, and I think, you know, they're going to come in second just because they don't have that experience of being at the top. I think the Bills are going to be able to slot right in there. Then I have the Jets coming in third. I mean, I think they're going to be better than what they've been, obviously, because they have Aaron Rodgers, but I don't know. I think the Bills and the Dolphins have something. Like, I just think the Jets are just, I don't know. Something's going to happen with them. I just have no confidence in the Jets, and I think they're going to come in third. But they're not going to do bad. Then I have the Patriots. They're going to suck. Enough said. Then in the South, I have NFC South. I have the Falcons coming in first. I think they've improved their team beyond what is needed to win that division. I think Kirk Cousins is going to be very good. I think Darnell Mooney's going to show what he could do. I think, even though I don't like him, I think Kyle Pitts is going to improve. Not that I don't like Kyle Pitts. It's just I think he's like one of, if not the most overrated player in the NFL. It's just, you know, I just have my own, like, and he has an X Factor, man, he hasn't done anything, whatever. And I think Bijan Robinson is going to, you know, show more than what he did show last year. I think the Bucks come in second. I think their team's going to be, like, just right there to where they're competing for the top spot in the NFC South, but I think, like, they're going to be fighting for a wild card spot. I think the Saints are going to they maybe fight for a wild card spot, maybe. You know, I just don't think they're going to be very good. We'll see what Spencer Rattler can do. We'll see what Derek Carr can do. We'll see what happens with that team. Maybe they'll beat Sean Payton. I don't know. Then I have the Panthers coming in last. I think they're going to be better than what they were last year, which was 1 win, which is hard to be worse than that. They have more weapons. I think Bryce Young's going to be better than he showed last year. I don't think that's his, like, ceiling. I think he can be better than that. But, I mean, I still think they're going to suck. But hopefully they can get a good pick this year because it's not going to the Bears, baby. Then, AFC South, I have the Texans. If they can just replicate what they did last year, like, I don't know. I just think, like, the rest of these teams, I don't think are going to, you know, be as good as the Texans. I have the Jaguars coming in second. I don't know what happened to them. They were a good team. Then they just fell off the map. I don't really, like, there's just something up with the Jaguars. I don't know. Trevor Lawrence, he got paid a lot, but I just don't think it's going to work out. Like, I don't know. Like, their defense just, it's just when it gets to clutch time, the Jaguars just suck. I don't know. Like, they just are not, like, they won that one playoff game where they came back, but I don't know. There's just something about them. They just can't perform. Then I have the Titans coming in third. I think they're going to improve, but who really cares about the Titans? I mean, if I were to told you that, like, a couple years ago they got the first seed, you'd be like, really? And you'd have to go look it up and be like, shit, they did win the first seed, because no one gives a fuck about the Titans. And I just don't think they're going to be very good. And I think it's going to be a race with the Colts to see who gets last. Which brings me on to the Colts. I think Anthony Richardson, you know, he's going to, I don't know. We'll see if his play style is sustainable. And if it's not, then the Colts are not going to do good. I think Jonathan Taylor will do better than what he did last year. But this team, like, the Titans and the Colts, they're kind of like the Commanders and the Giants. They're interchangeable. It's just, they just are the worst in their divisions. Then, the NFC West, 49ers team is the best in the conference every year. They're going to be fighting with the Lions for the conference title, I believe. And, they clear their division. The Seahawks, I think, are going to come in second. I think that this is probably Geno Smith's one of his last years before. Maybe we see a little bit of Sam Howell, but I think this is one of Geno Smith's, like, last, like, 1 or 2 years before the Seahawks try and find a new quarterback. Pete Carroll's gone, so we'll see how that affects him. But I think they're going to try and get a new quarterback soon. But I mean, other than that, I think their defense is, you know, good enough to help the offense win some games. But I just don't. They're not going to compete with the 49ers. Then we have the Rams. They'll be fighting for the wild card, but I just don't think the team's going to be that good. I think they're going to really feel the loss of Aaron Donald. I don't know why I blanked on his name, but I think there's going to be really evident that without him, their D-line is just not going to be very good, and I think it's just going to collapse, honestly. And I think, you know, Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, they'll still be all right. Obviously, they have Matthew Stafford, but I think the Seahawks will be better. And then the Cardinals, they suck, bro. That fluke year where they almost went undefeated, that was fucking crazy. That feels like a fever dream now, but yeah, they just suck. They're the worst team in their division, and that's all I have to say. Then, moving on to the AFC West, the Chiefs. They're the Chiefs. I mean, they've shown... I think their defense is really good. Offense is really good. They have Patrick Mahomes, and as long as they have Patrick Mahomes, they're gonna be fine. So they win the division. Chargers, I think they're gonna be all right. I think they're gonna be like 9-8, miss the playoffs, but you know it's gonna be better for Chargers fans, which I feel bad for you guys, but. You know, I think they're going to be all right. They obviously have Justin Herbert. They have no one to throw to, and we'll see how their defense does with Khalil Mack aging and Joey Bosa. We'll see how that works, but, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Then the Raiders, like, this whole division besides the Chiefs is just like, like, it could be interchangeable. Like, any of these teams could get second through fourth, and I'd be like, yeah, I guess. So I have the Raiders coming in third. They don't have a quarterback. We'll see how Aiden O'Donnell does. Right. Aiden O'Connell. Whatever his name is. I like him because I played a franchise and I benched Jimmy G for Aiden O'Donnell or O'Connell, and he did really good. So, hey, like the guy. But I think their defense is going to be good. Obviously, Devontae Adams, so I have them coming in third. And then the Broncos, man, I don't know. I don't know whether to believe or not. It's just going to be interesting to see. Hopefully for them, Sean Payton can work some magic. We'll just have to see. Then, moving on to individual awards. MVP, I have Patrick Mahomes winning the MVP. He's Patrick Mahomes. I think he's gonna improve like from last year, because last year he was like don't get me wrong, he was still Patrick Mahomes, but I think he can play. He's gonna play better this year, and people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, and because last year the Chiefs' defense was pretty much carrying them, so I'm gonna say the offense does a little steps up a little bit. Especially with Xavier Worthy, I think he's going to be very good, but I don't have him winning off our Rookie of the Year. Then, Coach of the Year, I have Dan Campbell, and I'll explain that when I explain for the playoff, whatever. I'll do the playoffs at their individual awards, but I have Dan Campbell winning Coach of the Year. I think it's a long time coming. The way he's turned that team around, it's incredible, and I have him winning Coach of the Year. And I think that can kind of show you what I think is going to happen with the Lions in the postseason. Then Offensive Player of the Year, I have Christian McCaffrey. I think he should have won MVP last year. He didn't. I think he's going to emulate, if he can, the production that he had. And I think it's going to be another good year for CMC. Defensive Player of the Year, call me a homer, but I think it's Sweat. I think Montez Sweat is probably the most impactful player on the Bears team. And you kind of saw what happened last year before Montez and after Montez. So I think he should have won. I think he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's just that good. Then Offensive Rookie of the Year, Caleb Williams. Obviously, bro. Stop playing, bro. He's obviously going to win. I think he's going to show very good things, and I'm very excited. Then Defensive Rookie of the Year, give me Cooper DeJean, baby. Come on. I think he has the best situation of or of the rookies. Give me Cooper DeJean, baby. He's an underdog. No one's going for him, but he's my guy. Come on, give me Cooper DeJean, baby. And when he wins, you all are gonna see. Then Comeback Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. If he survives the year, he's gonna win Comeback Player of the Year. He tore his Achilles or whatever he did last year, and pretty much if he plays 17 games, he's winning a comeback, or 16 games, He's winning comeback player of the year. No, it's 17. Yeah, 17. Sorry. He's winning comeback player of the year. That just is what it is. Get ready for it. It's going to happen. Then playoffs, I have so for the AFC, I have the Ravens coming in the 1 seed. I have the Chiefs coming at the 2 seed. My rationale is that the Chiefs usually, they're good in the regular season, don't get me wrong, but they really explode in the offseason. Or in the postseason, sorry. I have the Bills coming in 3rd, Texans in 4th, Bengals in 5th, Dolphins in 6th, and Jets in 7th. And then I have the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. It's kind of boring, but I mean, they've proven, like, what more do you need to see? We're going to keep picking them if they keep doing what they're doing. Then on the NFC, I have the 49ers coming in 1st, the Lions coming in 2nd, the Eagles coming in 3rd, and the Falcons coming in 4th. I have the Bears coming in 5th, the Seahawks coming in 6th, and the Packers coming in 7th. And then I have the Lions going to the Super Bowl for the AFC, and I actually have the Lions completing their villain arc and winning the Super Bowl, and their fans are just going to completely turn, they're already kind of getting insufferable, but I just think it's going to get even worse, and I think they're going to win. Yeah, those are my picks for the 2024-2025 season. Obviously, I have the Bears as a dark horse for the NFC. I have the Bengals kind of as a dark horse for the AFC. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this year works out. And the Bears game-by-game prediction is going to come out soon in the next couple, 3-4 days. And I'll see you till next time. Don't forget to bear down.